Hey everybody, we're going to multiply decimals today. Okay, we got a little song here to sing. Multiplying decimals, dot to dot. Sounds rather difficult, but it's not. Multiply like you know how to do. Place your decimal when you're through. Word. Wasn't that fun? Alright, so we're going to multiply decimals. They both have dots on the first and the second number. Sounds difficult, but it's not. You ignore the decimals. You just multiply like you know how to do, and then you bring the decimals back at the end and place it when you're through. Let's give you some examples here. Alright, one example I gave had a square in it today during class, so let me pick another number. How about 2.3 to the power of 2? Well, because that's an exponent, that means I need to take 2.3 times itself 2 times. So let's do 2.3 times 2.3. In this situation, the decimals happen to line up with each other, but they don't necessarily have to do that all the time. So you don't want to be lining up the decimal and adding zeros to your question, because you're going to create a lot of extra work for yourself. Just leave it as it is and think of it as 23 times 23. All right, let's start. Here we go. 3 times 3. 9. 3 times 2, 6. Now, I'm done with this 3, so I cross it out, and I'm moving to the next place over. So I need to start where that place is here. So as a placeholder, I put a 0. We sometimes call that laying an egg. Scratch, scratch, lay an egg. Okay, 2 times 3 is 6, and 2 times 2 is 4. Oops, sorry about that, 4. Now we're going to add our two numbers together just like regular multiplying. 23 times 23, add our two lines together. 9 plus 0 is 9. 6 plus 6 is 12, carry the 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. So 529 would be 23 times 23. However, we've got to bring the decimals back in. Now, since I had moved my decimal 2 places to the right to get 23 times 23, in my answer, I've got to move it back 2 places to get 5.29. And that's my final answer, 5.29. All right, let's give you another example where the decimals will not line up. Let's say I've got 247 times 51. And there's no decimal here. But what if there was a decimal here by the 2 and here by the 1 and the 5? Well, I don't have to line them up. I just do like normal multiplying 247 times 51. All right, here, begin. 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 4 is 4. And 1 times 2 is 2. Okay, remember, scratch out that. Go to the next place over. 5 times 7 is 35. Carry the 3. 5 times 4 is 20 plus 3, 23, carry the 2. 2 times 5 is 10 plus that 2 is 12. Then I just add like I normally would. 7 and 0 is 7, 5 and 4 is 9, 2 and 3 is 5. There's my bell. Of course. Okay, now to get this 12,597, what I actually multiplied was 247 times 51. I had moved my decimals 1, 2, 3 places over up in the question. So in my answer, I've got to move it back so my decimal's in the correct spot. I'm going to go the same number of places I moved to the right, but I'm going to go now to the left, back 3 spaces. So my answer is 12.597. So remember, you don't have to line up the decimals when you multiply. You just multiply like normal, and then place your decimal when you're through at the end. However far you moved it to the right in the question, that's how far you have to move it back in the answer. Hope this helps. Have a great day.